U.S. singer Bob Dylan has been awarded the 2016 Nobel Prize for Literature, becoming the first songwriter to win the prestigious award. The 75-year-old rock legend received the prize for having created new poetic expressions within the great American song tradition. The balladeer, artist and actor is the first American to win since novelist Toni Morrison in 1993. President Obama said the honor was well-deserved. Dylan, who took his stage name from the poet Dylan Thomas, had long been tipped as a potential prize recipient. Few experts, though, expected the Academy to extend the award to a genre such as folk rock music. Former poet laureate Sir Andrew Motion is among reviews those to have previously praised Dylan's lyrics, saying his songs work as poems. They have extremely skillful, often rhyming aspects to them, he have told the BBC. They're often the best words in the best order. Bob Dylan, the first person to win a Nobel Prize the same day as he plays a gig in Las Vegas. What makes a man who has only ever written 3 books a suitable winner of the Nobel Prize for Literature? Bob Dylan arguably made the lyrics more important than the music. Last Friday, Dylan supported the Rolling Stones at the Desert Trip Festival in California, and his set included Rainy Day Women No. 12 and 35 from that very album. It is a song with the refrain, "Everybody must get stoned," leading to decades-long debates about whether it offers section with Old Testament-style punishment or a call to smoke cannabis. Or most probably both. Dylan was born Robert Allen Zimmerman in 1941 and began his musical career in Minnesota before heading for New York. Much of his best-known work dates from the 1960s, when he became an informal historian of America's troubles. "Blowin' in the Wind" and "The Times They Are A-Changin'" were among anthems of the anti-war and civil rights movements. His move away from traditional folk songwriting, paired with a controversial decision to go electric, proved equally influential. Many albums include Dylan's Highway 61 revisited in 1965. In 1966, Blonde on Blonde and Blood on the Tracks in 1975. Since the late 1980s he has toured persistently, an undertaking that has been dubbed by some the never-ending tour. When he used the song to close his performance at Desert Trip last week, the song took on a shape, a voice, a face that it might have never taken on before. The Dylan this song is if it were by someone else, as if it were a poem he'd first read in high school, or an anonymous British street ballad from 300 years ago, something he'd been reading or listening to all his life, and as if its full force had only now, that night, revealed itself. "How much do I know, to talk out of turn," the song goes. "You might say that I'm young, you might say I'm unlearned." When Mr. Dylan the reviews those lines this month, he might have smiled to himself, but there was no irony in his voice. For all of his power as an artist, as a factor in the world equation, Bob Dylan has no more power today than he had in 1963. So he is the masters of war, not as a threat, as he did at the start, but as a reckoning, as a judgment you could feel coming down on reviews those who deserved it. The moment hung in the air. The song will move on.